walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Kamara fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now it's Rudolph. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Rudolph. And he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flush to his right. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to the air, Rudolph. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll let their fullback to try and push the pile. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. No, ball, that fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He finds an opening past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Rudolph. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Mayfield on play action. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Rudolph. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Gone!
Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield now on second down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield over the middle, complete. That's Ball. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield steps away to his left, and his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Elliott. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Running with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go now. Green.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Rudolph looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Kamara now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Flushed out right. There he goes inside the 30. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you said.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Rudolph throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gardner. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Mason Rudolph, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Mayfield now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rudolph looking to throw it. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Detroit!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And this one's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On first down, Rudolph eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now Rudolph on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Rudolph. Flushed out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Elliott. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Mayfield rolling to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Rudolph. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got some space here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Landry, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Rudolph. Being chased out left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,